So you're gonna want to remove these 10mm bolts, and then we're gonna go from there. All right, YouTube. So what we're gonna do today is work on this line up right here. So when you close it fully, you'll see that it doesn't line up. So we're gonna work on that adjustment by taking off these screws, and we're actually gonna bang down a little bit of this surface to get the height we need. So now that you can actually access the back of the hinge, we're gonna grind down this surface, not too much, just a bit. See how thick it is? Probably got 1/8 of an inch. It's not super thick, but we're gonna grind that down a bit. And then right here, we're gonna hammer it down just a little bit, and that will create the probably about the 1/4 of an inch drop that we need to make sure it's all level again. Now after you're done, you're gonna want to prime both sides and make sure that you're good and everything's gonna go over well. You can use some rattle can primer or whatever you want to use, some 1K, or if you really want to get fancy, because you're not really going to be spraying this area, you can use your air compressor and use your VLP gun. But just get some primer or whatever you want on it real fast and protect that area. And then we're going to get the hinge back on, because you're not going to be painting that section anyway. Alright guys, so I hammered it down, and now the body line is accurate to the other side, but now we're actually masking everything off, and we're going to start spraying some of our single stage gloss everywhere, and then do spot priming if we need it in some areas. Alright guys, I just did a quick spray on the grill to change it flat black, and I used undercoat to match the same texture as the grill that was existing already, and we blacked out the emblem, and that way it can actually match the theme that we're going for. And we mounted the other fender on already. We threw some primer on it. It's starting to straighten out, but as you can tell, there's still some highs and lows and areas we gotta fill. But it's coming together and looks probably about 10 times better than it was when it first was on there. Now it's nowhere near done, but we're gonna call it a day in a little bit. I already welded up, put some new metal on the hood, and as you can see, welded it up. And we're gonna keep moving forward and everything else like that. I'm letting that dry, and I'll pull the tape off of it, and then that should be good for that section too. Alright guys, now I got the first coat on, and there's still a few little imperfections, and we actually saw a few little dents that we want to take care of. But for the first coat on a few areas, it looks great. The reason why we didn't spray the bumper yet is because there's still a lot to fix. And as you can tell, we masked off the other side. There's the original silver. But as you can tell, the reflection's pretty damn good, and I'm not really going to be worried about it. But with a little bit of orange peel that's in it right now, because we're going to sand and buff that down from 800 grit in some areas to 2000. But from what the car was at and lasting with its original paint job from like 16 years ago, 15 if it's 2005, because recently we found out that it might be a 2005, not a 2004. But looks pretty damn good. A few little imperfections that need to be fixed, but not bad. It's coming along.